Balle, welcome to the Brown Load, everybody. There we go. I thought I'd change it a little bit mix because I always kind of go, hey, welcome to the Brown Load, and I thought that way people know. Oh, episode what is this episode?
230, I think, is it? Sach for the confirmation.
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be honest with
you. His numbering's been wrong.
My numbering has been wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe you're using the wrong fingers. So maybe it's the fingering that's wrong, and then the numbering is as a result of the wrong fingerage.
Well, I'm sure it'll be clarified once the podcast actually up.
That's what our people are for. That's why our people exist.
No, it's not them who tell us. I think when we upload it will tell us.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's not the people.
But I'm sure no one's keeping tally.
Yeah, but people have been keeping tally. People have been listening to the podcast. Thank you, everyone who's been listening and messaging in. Always good to get your messages.
It is always good to get your messages. And once again, I love it when all of a sudden there's a tidal wave of messages that basically is in reaction.
Why? What have you done now? What have you done, Kej?
It's not even me.
No.
For once, and there does happen in a blue moon, but it wasn't me this time. And I think we have to, it does feel like a long time ago, but we have to go back to...
I mean, if there was a leaderboard in getting all of these messages and complaints, Kej would be at the top.
Yeah.
You're in second.
Yeah.
With silver medal.
You're in relegation territory.
Yeah, because this hardly happens.
No, but it's not always complaints. We need to,
It's not complaint,
feedback and just little cock-ups.
Yeah.
What
is there?
Some quite big.
Yeah, some quite big.
I think Sach is a lot more measured in his thought process.
Yeah.
Kej is the scattiest.
Yeah.
And he's also a liar and a blagger. No. I'm a blagger. You're a liar and a blagger. So you'll go,
Tommy's a blagger.
Yeah, I know about that. And you don't know about that. I heard about that. You hadn't heard about that.
No,
I invented that. You didn't invent that. Right. And so you get all that stuff. So, but anyway, why? What's been the title?
So basically, Sach sort of brought it to the attention in our personal group. That no one else can see. That basically.
Well, you say that until someone syncs up their messages. Sorry, go on. Sorry, that's another story.
But you had posted a photo of what you were eating at one of your events last weekend.
Kahani Suno with Gefi Khalil and Pasuri with Shay Gill. They are two Pakistani singers who are amazing.
Right.
Honestly, I fell in love with them.
But the real Kahani Suno right now, because basically the Kahani that became was that you were standing there gloating about the lovely dish of food, desi food that you had.
Yes.
Right? And
he's already covered his face.
He was obviously, like Instagrammers do, they like to label what they're eating just in case if the normal human desi, doesn't know what he's eating. So this is again the problem here because you didn't have to label it and you would have got away with it.
Yeah. So the first thing on the left I noticed, triangle thing, samosa.
Yes. Samosa.
And he labelled it correctly.
Thank God for that. No, I didn't know what that was, so I'm glad he explained that to me.
I posted a picture of my food, because this is backstage food that was done by Chuck 89, can I just say, right?
Okay, fine.
And it was lovely, and all of a sudden, very rarely do you get, like the metal tray that we lift the lid up, like, and it's like, and they had
chafing dish,
spring rolls and all this.
It's like a chafing dish, isn't it?
Chafing?
That's what it's called, isn't it? It's like a chafing dish.
Really?
Are you saying chefing in an accent?
It's called
chafing.
Like
what happens to your nipples when you're running?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's chafing.
Oh.
But
I've never heard chafing.
Google it.
When you trim the hairs down below,
no.
I'm just chafing.
I'm going to find it for you.
Is it S-H-A-F?
I don't know the spelling of it,
chafing.
but that's how you say it.
I've never known that. Wow. Well, there you go. Things we've learned and we've already started.
Shuffing.
But anyway, so you did have a samosa.
Yeah, so there was a whole big... But what I'm trying to say is it was a particularly big spread of food.
Yes.
And I think that's because you got Pakistani artists.
Look at that.
Chafing.
Chafing.
Oh,
it's spelled like chafing.
It's chafing, but it's spelled with a C-H-A-F-I-N-G.
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah?
Yeah, that's exactly it. The serving dishes, the catering dishes.
Yes.
Right. So there's loads of those. And I do think because it's Pakistani artists and Pakistani people like their food. And Pakistani people are very particular about their food.
Right.
And I particularly found...
this is going down the right road.
I'm going to... Pakistani artists, they want to know... Bam! We got good food coming,
right?
So anyway, the food spread was good.
So and then Sach, what else was there?
Samosa on the left.
Yeah.
I was happy about that.
Yeah.
I looked to the right,
and it said,
"Well, no, I want to say what it was first." So it was a
no. Say what you labelled it as.
Oh, we labelled it as a vada pav.
Right, absolutely. We love that. East or west, vada pav is the best. We know that.
Yes,
but. It was
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was.
My heart's going.
Is it?
I'll be honest. Because
it's like an appraisal.
Yeah,
no, because I know I've been caught. I know I've been caught.
The amount of people who basically caught you banging on that you thought what was a vada pav was actually not anywhere near that, and it was just the aloo. It was just the varu.
Yeah, it was the vada. Aloo vada.
Okay.
Yeah.
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
And I swear this is the truth.
Here we go.
Right?
Here we go.
Because
No,
I did try and lie
explanation.
on the night. I did try and lie.
You got messages about it, didn't you?
So what I did... Okay, wait. So firstly, you lot messaged me straight away.
Yeah.
And went, bro, that's not a vada pav. That's... What do you say? Just the...
Just the
aloo vada.
Just the vada.
Yeah, the vada. Yeah.
Bruv, if you would put a gun to my head that day and said, what does vada mean?
Yeah.
What does pow mean?
Yeah.
I'd gone, I don't know. Wow. I know it's potato in a sandwich.
Yeah.
But
But
vada
you don't
means,
know.
I know what does meaning big.
Yeah.
And I thought pow was like
The Lethal Beast song.
Big potato. Yeah.
Round,
yeah.
pow! Rangers.
Right?
Yeah.
So I just thought it was big pow.
Yeah.
Right? I thought that's what it meant.
Yeah, just the big
I didn't
bullet.
realise. I did not realise, and
Yeah.
I've learnt this now. I'm a
Yeah,
better
and of
person.
course, no, we can rightly understand that
Right.
you might not
So-
know the ins and outs of street food in Mumbai.
So
'Cause
then
being a Punjabi.
I got a load of messages saying, "Where's the pow?
Yeah.
Where's the pow?
Yeah.
Where's the pow?" And firstly, I got issue with the word
'Cause you
pow.
need two.
Because how do you spell pow? P-A-V. What the hell?
Pow.
That doesn't make no sense,
It's
right?
PAU.
But everyone spells it with a V.
It could be a V
It
or a
could
U.
be a V if you're Punjabi, otherwise Maharashtrians, they go PAU.
Okay, I pronounce it P-A-U.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone call it vada pav.
Pav, yeah.
No, one
No,
calls
but
it
it's
that.
like a silent kind of
Bow.
bow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, I didn't know what was what. Someone goes, "Where's the pow? Where's the pow? Where's
Yeah.
the pav? Where's the pow?" I'm going, oh.
Yeah.
And I knew it as well as I put it on there because, and I'm like,
Sold
"Huh?"
it.
And remember I said to you, and I said in my
Sold
message
it.
to you, I said to you, no, it said vada pav.
Yeah.
But it
No,
didn't.
no, it
No.
didn't.
It
So
says-
you can't read
it
either.
Said, I went
What
back
did
to
it
the
say?
sign.
What did it say?
Alu vada.
There you go.
And I misread it as alu vada pow.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's an alu vada pow.
Yeah.
That's what it.
No,
and
ain't got no
basically,
bread.
so I put a picture of basically what is an alu tikki.
Gujaratis will know it as batata vada as
Yeah.
well.
But
Yeah.
What, just the potato bit.
No, so batata is potato.
Potato.
So
Instead of aloo,
instead
it's
of
batata.
aloo vada, you say batata vada.
Vada. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing.
Oh, so hold on. Vada pav's not Gujarati.
Oh no,
I
I
thought
don't, no,
it
no,
was.
it's
No, it's not
a,
Gujarati.
it's a very Bombay Maharashtrian
Yeah, street food
food.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
But no, it's available up and down the country. They all have different
Yeah.
variations of it.
Yes.
so somebody messaged me and they went, "Where's the pow?" And I went, "Oh, just trying to cut down on the carbs." Right?
Well, cut down the cost about a big
know,
big potato covered in batter. Love it.
Literally, this guy's response was, "Ha ha ha, nice try." Like literally,
Yeah, he knew. He knew.
No way.
Literally,
No. So
it was,
anyway,
everyone was singing. He's had an Amol Rajan.
right, and that's it. I got messages saying you've done an Amol Rajan.
And I love that the listeners now refer to that as that they know it now.
Can I
It's
be honest?
known.
I feel a little bit bad that his name is being used to describe
A moment.
food mess ups.
A food
I
mess.
saw
It's
it
going to
when-
go into the English
I
dictionary.
saw him on the telly the other day.
Yeah,
I laughed a
interviewing
bit.
Piers Morgan.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I started laughing.
And I
He's
thought-
had
I
an
thought- I thought-
Amol
but-
Rajan.
and if you don't know what an Amol Rajan, you have to go back and listen to the podcast. I can't
Yes.
bother to explain it right now. So anyway,
Hang on, but there's another thing got clear up as well.
Say what? Yeah.
So there was obviously the vada pav thing.
Issue.
And then last week, you said the lady who was on the stage used a
Oh.
word which
Oh my
now
God.
we found out was incorrect anyway.
Well, actually, I need to really apologise for this one because
Oh my
this
God, what is this?
because this is almost like an
disaster, mate.
incorrect.
This is like the
showbiz-
boo-boo load.
Showbiz.
What- how many?
So Shay Gill, who is a honestly gorgeous, young, talented,
Awesome singer.
Great singer. She did a brilliant. By the way, you would have loved this.
No, I heard. I saw your videos and everything.
The
I've
stripped
seen-
down
I've seen-
version of Aap Jaisa Koi Mein
Lovely, lovely.
Zindi- right? Or was it that or Boom Boom Boom?
Oh, he's even got
Boom.
that wrong. He's even
But
got
it's
that
one of the
wrong.
Nazi
Yeah,
Hassan
that was-
classics, right? So she did it.
This
but
could
she
be
did
me
it-
talking, you know that.
Oh, stop right down. Yeah. If it was you Spurs, come on, you Spurs, Harry Kane.
But factually.
Right. Okay, so anyway, Shay's super talented, really lovely girl. And obviously she had that moment where she called out those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was in Bradford, Leeds, wherever we were.
Right.
Bradford for the concert.
Yeah.
2 days later, we're in London. We've recorded the podcast in that time.
We have.
Right? So I see her on stage and I went, hey, how's it going? She goes, yeah, good. And now she knows me. She sees me on stage. She's a little bit friendlier towards you.
Yeah.
You know, rather like, unlike Sonu Nigam.
Yeah.
And,
You didn't see him, bro.
No, he didn't. I didn't even see him. In fairness,
No.
he was lovely, but we just never met. He wasn't interested. And I went, oh Shay, I said I was talking about you on the podcast, and she went, all right. She was, what did you say? She's got this kind of smooth
Right.
Pakistani.
What
way.
did you say?
Yeah, what did you
Yeah.
say? And it's actually a bit Americanized as well.
Oh, yeah, they
got
all have an
you know,
American
they got
twang.
that thing. And I went, oh, I said I told the audience how you called those three guys Lore.
Yeah.
And she went, what? Oh. And I went, yeah. I said, you know, when you called them out and you said,
Yeah.
oh, you free Lord. And the people around me, all of like management, her crew and stuff, started losing their mind.
Yeah, because I did. When you said that, I didn't think she comes across as that kind of feisty kind of girl.
Right. She goes, I didn't say Lorde.
What did she say?
She goes, I said Londe.
Oh, Londe. Yeah, which is just,
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, just lads, like, just people. Like, that's just like, it's just a slang kind of word.
For just lads.
Yeah.
So she's probably gone, you lads, and I've called, and the word I'm saying.
This guy's just made it a
swear word.
3 penises.
Yeah, 3 dicks.
Love it.
And I thought, rating this feisty.
You know, when you said that, I was like, wow, because I wasn't expecting that from her.
Yeah. Well, I just thought these 3 feisty.
Who would I expect
guys.
that from? Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe Asta Gill, because she's been around, she's a seasoned, or maybe, who's our mate, Akasa? She would have done it.
No, I don't think that would.
Akasa would know.
No, Akasa would, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, Akasa's got a bit of a sharp tongue.
3 knobs.
Not to call them knobs.
No, but I don't think they would do it on stage unless they really were annoying.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Maybe.
And she went, I wouldn't quit. And she's laughing. And I looked up, because I was stood at the side of the stage. She's on the stage doing a sound check.
Right.
And I looked up at her, and I must have just looked like my daddy had come out, because I went, I'll correct it on next week's podcast. So this is me correcting it. Apologies. Shay Gill did not call them that word. Right. She called them Londe, lads. These 3 lads that were interrupting my word.
I still don't know what
so
means.
I think you can step down from the.
Anybody else who's got any confessions to make? Anything else?
Well, the other confession was that obviously Sach on his Instagram posted a beautiful what looked like the Versace shop in Dubai.
That's right.
Yes, it was in
very minimal.
where was it? It was in. So no, that Versace shop was in the shoe bit.
Yeah.
In Dubai Mall. So it was just all shoes there.
Oh, okay.
So it was Versace, just shoes.
Right.
That's why it's minimal.
Right. Okay.
It wasn't really much
So
going
you
on.
put that up, and again, that caused a lot of stir on
Well, what did you put up with it though?
So all I did is I posted it up, and I was just like, every time I see Versace, the label or the shop or anything, it just reminds me of Kej's Versace shirt.
Yeah, and his story about his fake Versace shirt from back in the day. Yeah.
So obviously that went up. A whole heap of messages came in this week saying that was the funniest moment ever on the podcast, and they were like, "Why didn't you go in and get him a shirt?"
Well, yes. So then we put a poll out saying that what should Sach do? Should he ask for a meter of Versace
material
wallpaper?
They said no.
They said they don't sell it.
Did they?
It doesn't exist.
See, it's because it wasn't me. They would have offered it to me. And the other one was should Sach make a lungi out of the Versace material, or should he actually buy him a real Versace shirt?
And what did people?
And by absolute margin and a half, people said that Sach should buy me a legit Versace shirt. The Brown Loaders have spoken. The Brown Loaders have spoken.
I don't know.
You have to live up to that now.
I don't wear those kind of brands, and I wouldn't even know how much it costs.
I reckon it's about £500 for a shirt.
Oh no, more, Tommy.
Really?
Yeah. More,
no,
more.
well, they can't be.
Yeah, more. Can't be 500 quid. Yeah.
2
500 quid.
I've got to look it up now.
How can it be that much for a shirt?
I think it's not. It's more than 500 quid.
More than 500 quid?
Yeah, I think so.
Does it come with buttons?
But even 500 quid for a shirt is ridiculous.
I mean, and it's not even starchy. It's like all soft, silky, so it's draping. It's draping around your
look, I wasn't going to buy him a Versace shirt. But speaking of something, you're wearing something at the moment that looks a bit fake to me as well. Anyway,
why is everything that I wear is always fake?
When you walked in, I had suspicions.
God, this is from the Michael Jordan himself.
It looks like Burberry and Jordan done a collab.
Can I just say £1,390?
Really?
For a £1,390 for a Barocco silk Versace shirt.
Wow.
Barocco.
Wow. There you go. That looks like Kej. Does that look like the role that
that looks more like what Ranveer Singh would wear. But to be fair, mine was close to that. Mine was more white. It was based on a white silk material.
Yeah.
With a shine.
£1,300 for a shirt. That is mad.
No, I got 1,300 meters of it for £5. But yeah, so yeah, no, that was a big thing. That's where we're at. So next time you go to Dubai, Sach, you know what you got to do.
And thank you to all the people who have messaged me about my love for pyramids.
That was a weird one.
What? There's more of you,
bruv. There was because I was going on about how I suddenly got obsessed with pyramids, and I've been watching those documentaries and all that.
Yeah,
turns out I'm not alone. Maybe we're not alone. So big up Arpit Shah, B21 Clinic, and everyone who was just talking about aliens and pyramids. I was DMing them back, by the way.
Are they of the same consensus that it was built by aliens?
Yeah, that the pyramids were built by aliens or a former life.
There's a lot of nutters on this planet.
Species.
By
another species?
Yeah. Yeah.
But bruv, they show you how they rolled those stones up the pyramids and everything.
No, they didn't roll them up, bruv. You can't roll them up. Anyway, look into it a bit more before. Don't do this, bruv. If I'm honest, it's like I don't. Do you know?
It's in our history book.
Okay, shall I tell you what's wrong with Arsenal's Tottenham's formation?
You can.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone can see it. So
No, I'll be honest, I can't because I don't care about it.
Just like-
same way you can't see the stuff with the
talk
pyramids,
about the pyramids.
right?
Yeah,
So
no,
stay in
I
your
agree.
lane.
I
Stay
agree.
stay in your
So there you
pyramid
go.
lane.
15 minutes of the podcast, and we've just been catching up on the sort of
Yeah,
things that
it's all-
we've.
yeah,
Yeah,
let me
what's happened this week?
No, let me tell you something that's actually happened. It's talking about stay in your lane, stay in your swimming lane.
Right.
Well, I had some swimming issues this week. On Saturday morning, weather started to get a little bit better, and I wasn't working on. Oh no, I was working late on Saturday night. But little Logan, on Friday went, Dad, you know what would be the best day ever?
Yeah.
Is if we can go swimming to that local swimming pool near us,
Nice.
which has got some slides.
Love it.
Right? He
Right.
goes, and then we'll have a sleepover in your room that night.
Okay.
I went, no problem. I'm out of work till late. I was on GB News till about 11:30, 12. It's fine. Meaning you can sleep in the bed. I'll go sleep in the spare room. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right? So we went swimming, but my word, what a palaver we had. There was only a 9 a.m. slot to go swimming. I thought I was a bit early.
What?
So I was a little bit tired.
You
from the
can't
night
book
before.
a slot.
You have to book a slot, yeah.
yeah, it's a
What?
new
So
thing
you
now.
can't, hang on, you can't just turn up and go.
You can, but you risk it.
No, because they have there'll be lessons going on. So there's certain part of the pool's being used, or there'll be only certain types of lane swimming. So like not necessarily for beginners, but they're intermediate or fast lane swimmers. So then you can't keep up with that. No, I know.
This was never the case when we were kids. I'm just
and
putting out.
Correct,
Right. Yeah,
because it was just
free for all.
Yeah, it was just
you can jump
it's
over
just a
people's
zoo,
head.
innit? It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
you just go.
But
Is this always like
do a
they've
little
got
mutti and
rules
then
for
on to it.
swimming now?
Rules and
Yeah.
book in advance. And as I went in and I could see the slots, I thought, okay, there's only a 9 a.m. slot, or there's a slot later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
No,
work.
you
Okay,
gotta
fine.
go early then.
So I went with the 9 a.m. slot, right, a little bit tired. And the last two times I've been, their big slide, they got one big slide, that's been closed. So first time I went, it's closed. I was like, all right. Didn't say anything. Went again, it was closed. I was like, oh, why is it closed? Because I was going in the week thinking we'll have it to ourselves when the kids are off school. And they were like, slides only open on the weekends. I thought, okay, fine. But now I booked it for Saturday. I'm thinking, result.
They'll be open.
I get there, slides closed, right? I went, and now we're there at 9 a.m. I went, what time slide open? Or what's happening with the slide? They went, it opens on Saturdays, but at midday. And we've got a 1 hour slot, right? And like exactly what you said, there's lessons going on across the entire pool.
Yeah.
There's one little round bit that there weren't no lessons going. This is Leighton Lagoon, by the way. And there's another little kids play area. It's in East London, right? So then we got in the pool and I just jumped in. Whistle blows straight away. No jumping in from the sides, please. No jumping in from the sides, right?
Oh.
I was like, oh, right, okay. And I only did like a little jump. I didn't do like a, way, Charlemagne, way, there we go. I didn't do that. No, right. I went to the edge, but I thought, I don't want to be that guy that's slowly getting in and looks like the cold's getting in. So if we'll just get it out of the way and make the face underwater.
I do love a little jump straight in. It's quicker.
So jump straight. Right, exactly. Deal with it, right? So I get in, get told off.
At that point, how did they want you to get in?
The stairs, I guess.
You have to lower yourself in. There's proper ways of getting into a swimming pool now.
Yeah.
So you have to either sit on the side and you put your hands on the side and lower yourself in that way.
Or you go down the ladder.
Right.
Because your body can suffer from shock. If you're not used to it, you're going from hot temperature to cold temperature, it can suffer from shock.
Well,
Behave yourself.
that might be the reason, but they told me another reason in a minute.
Right.
But then what happens is, then they put out these kind of giant sort of floats, like a flat float, like mattress. Like a little mat, but it's round. It's about the size.
Like lily pad type thing.
Yeah, exactly that. But it's about the size of a manhole, a little bit bigger than a manhole.
Okay.
Okay, so a kid can sit on it.
Yeah.
Right. And they put those out. So Logan goes, woo, yeah, right. Logan gets out, and then from the side of the water, he wants to run onto the lily pad, right?
Yeah, you're gonna
He
get
goes
in
there,
trouble.
whistle blows, woo, can't do that, right? Okay, fine. I went, Logan, you can't run in from the side. Same thing, the jumping
If
rule.
I was there
What?
now,
Wait.
Let him carry on,
Say-
let him carry on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. If you think whatever by the way, you're a pussy. So whatever you're gonna say, you ain't done shit. You ain't gonna do nothing.
no, exactly. I wouldn't have done
Right,
anything.
but wait,
if I was swimming and I'm watching you, I'd have gone typical Asian family.
What?
Just getting the whistle.
Let him carry on. Finish.
Jungly behaviour.
No, see, this place this place isn't a normal swimming pool. It's not like all lanes. It's got 4 or 5 lanes. This round area where things tip over you, and a kids section. You know, like in Dubai and Mexico, whatever.
It's a
where
fun
little
pool. It's a fun
squirty
pool.
bits
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that, and there's all that, right? So then, right, like honestly, now as I'm remembering all the things that went
He's
wrong,
getting angry.
and he's getting
He's getting angry.
So
That's two things so far.
Then I go to Logs. I went, it's all right, Logs, you can't run onto it, whatever.
Yeah,
all right?
be
And
careful.
he climbs onto it, right, onto the float pad. I went, see if you can balance, stand up, right?
Yeah.
He's standing there. Whistle goes, can't stand on the floats. And I looked at the woman, I put my hands in there, I went, why? And they went, can't. She just went, can't. She made a face, can't. Just can't. Right.
What is this behaviour?
Brother, I'm telling you, the world's gone mad. He's in the pool. He's in the middle of the water.
No, but you can't do that.
Why can't you stand on a float?
You're in the water. Stand on a float.
It's dangerous, bro.
For what? Okay, tell me what can happen, bruv.
Yeah, go on, what can happen?
Tell me what can happen.
If he's near the sides and the edges and everything, he can
He's not. He's in the middle of the pool.
Those things are not meant to be for standing on.
See, this is...
Because it's a very small thing. You'll know why I'm getting a little bit sort of pedantic about all this. Health
that
and
is
safety.
what they're worried about. They're worried about you hitting your head on the side. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so they can't jump, they can't stand on it, they can't balance on there.
What's the point of it?
Can't swim.
Right? No standing on the float. Can't
Can't
swim,
get wet.
Right?
Can't take your clothes off. Nothing. Just
Then I had
go in fully clothed.
Right. Then I had.
He still hasn't learned. There's
No,
another.
bruv.
There's
Here we
fourth
go.
one.
Another
Okay.
thing.
Then I had the floaty noodle. You know the
Yeah,
noodle?
the noodles, yes.
Now what I do, because Logan can't swim brilliantly,
Yeah.
I wrap that around his body, tie into a little knot around the back of him, and it becomes like a little float underneath his arms. Away he goes. He can still use his arms, still kicking and all that.
Yeah.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah.
So I put that in, and then he goes, "Oh, Dad, take it off for a bit. Just hold me." I went, "Okay, fine." Took it off, and what I know, I feel like I'm teeing myself. I'm not even looking at you.
I know it. I know what he's going to say.
What I know is when you get that noodle and you slap it on the top of the water,
See, I knew it.
It makes a wicked ta noise. It's like a Japan
It's a
noise.
slap,
Right?
yeah.
So I did it. I went ta like that. Ta. I did it twice, and I looked up. She blew a whistle. She goes, "Can you not do that?" And I went, "Why?" Because now no one's in danger. This is just annoying you. I get it. It's annoying.
Wow.
But I went, "Why?" She went, "Just don't." And she was about 16. Just don't, Dilagdi. I've got jumpers older than you, right? Exactly, right? So she goes,
But what is that antisocial behaviour, Tommy?
Bruv, we're in a kids area. All kids are around us. And by the way,
Why would you do that?
Because
no, but hang on. Kej, what are you meant to do then?
in a pool. What
can you do?
I can't swim because it's in a little area. Everyone's packed out.
Can't stand on the float. Can't jump in. Can't pat the water.
Right?
No, but this is like you're
Thanks,
slapping the water and it's just irritating.
But that's what people.
No,
Bro, I'm sorry. When
you're behaving like it's 1980.
Yeah, and by the way, when I slapped it, she blew the whistle. Bruv, I was so sure. I looked behind me I went, "Me?" She went, "Yes." I went, "Why?"
She must have hated you. Poor girl. Cut
along. So are you banned from this place?
No, wait.
Striking, he still hasn't understood.
Then we go to the little area where I thought, you know what? Let's go back to the little area where the water's like 12 inches high.
I'd be swimming so far away from this family. I'd actually leave and go, I'm not part of this. Yes, I'm brown, but I ain't part of this.
What was in this film? Go on, Tommy.
Bruv, we go to the little kid area. And the water's only like 12 inches high there. So like I'm freezing, like the rest of your body.
Yeah.
And
you're like as a crocodile.
Oversized. Yeah. So there's little slides and water squirters there. And there's that bucket that fills and tips.
Yeah.
Right. I don't fit. I'm getting cold. I'm right next to the sauna steam. And last time I took the boys, because of that, they were happy going on those slides. Yeah. Milo was going with Logan, even though Milo's a bit big for it as well.
I know. The next strike, I know what it's going to be.
So I went into the sauna steam.
How dare you?
No, that was great. I did it last time. And I watched them from there. And I wiped the window. I said, look, I'm in the window. You can see me. And they were like, cool, wicked. We're happy with you to watch us from there. So, me and my missus, because it's a family event, because Logan wants to go with all the family.
Right.
So we're all going, we're all there. So me and the missus, I go, babe, let's go, sauna steam, right? She goes in, right? And I went, and I went in, closed the door, and I could hear some noise.
Oh.
I hadn't really taken it in, like people were talking,
right?
Yeah.
Murmuring.
Because I'm not looking at them, I'm not talking to them. I don't miss it. I went, I said, this is what I did last time, Ben. I said, I stood in the window, and I said, I got to look at, and then I look around, and I can feel tension. Yeah. I can feel animosity.
Yeah.
I can feel like heat on my back.
Yeah.
Not from the steam room, right? And I went, I'm all right. And I looked around, and the three women that sat there staring at me, and they went, it's ladies only. Bruv.
This guy, absolute disgrace.
But
absolute disgrace.
Do you know how? You know what's so annoying? Is like I felt so bad. I was made to feel bad. Like get out of here with your toto and no boobs. Get out!
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And I was like, oh,
Hang on, were you wearing trunks? You weren't wearing trunks.
I was.
The whole point is that he was whistling. Saying, "Can you put some shorts on all this time?
Exactly.
Stop whacking it everywhere."
Exactly. And then I looked at my wife, thinking, "Oh my God, I got to go." Yeah. And she looked at me like, "You better go.
You better go."
So I'm like, "Oh, there's no solidarity here. Now that's it. I've just got."
Well, yeah, because she's female.
Yeah, I know, but I would have gone, "Hey, if my woman ain't staying, I ain't staying. I'm out too."
No, you wouldn't have.
No, I would have.
No, you wouldn't have.
I would have come out at least negotiated and said, "Okay, I'm going to go back in then." Right? But anyway, so I jumped out like an idiot. What's right next door to a sauna?
Steam.
Yeah. So I go to the other one. So actually, I came out to steam, opened the sauna. I saw 3 women there, and I went,
"Oh no,
is it ladies only?" And they went, "Yeah." And I went, close the door. So I stood there next to my kids, freezing my jittered off.
Yeah.
And that's it. But honestly, I don't think.
How comes it was ladies only? Like,
At 9,
because that was
to
the
10.
start. They have different times for all this stuff. So they've got ladies only. Sometimes they have ladies only swimming. Sometimes they only have lane swimming for ladies.
So that sauna and steam at that time was just for ladies.
Just for ladies.
Yeah.
I can tell you now.
There is too many rules for swimming.
On Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, I don't think
can't handle
that's
it.
not a ladies only swim time. That's an all
No,
inclusive.
that is because no families go swimming at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
Sandoos do. We did. And not only that, what are you saying? You're saying no men. Are you saying no men want a sauna steam on a Saturday morning? Like, I was made to feel very uncomfortable, and I don't think I liked it. I felt quite excluded from society in that moment there. So
I mean, it helped if you went at the right time.
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it was it wasn't a fun swimming experience.
So you were that embarrassing Desi family.
Yeah,
at a swimming pool.
no. See, I don't think it's right.
No, you were.
You can't
That is
label me as that.
How many whistles does the woman have to blow before you realise
for a
I've got to
float,
behave here?
for a jump into the water.
Okay. So that we've established that was done early doors in the morning. What happened afterwards, or was the rest of the day all right?
No, the rest of the day was not all right because then I went to Subway because the boys like a Subway lunch.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, that'd be nice after a good swim. I remember having a bag of chips back in the day. Went to Subway, but I thought, you know what? I'm not going to have all that bread.
Okay.
I let the boys eat it.
Yeah.
They're young, carb.
Don't want a vada pav.
Don't. No, I don't want a pao.
Yeah, don't want a
I
pav.
want a vada.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I'm learning.
He's learning.
I'm a better person.
Right.
So I said, I'll have the meatballs, which is a little side. And I said, but can you and you put cheese and jalapenos on it? And I used to have this when we were on the radio show.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Right? And it was a carbless thing. The meatballs are nice and the tomato sauce.
So they give it in a box.
They give it a little round dabit.
Yeah.
You know, like what you get your tzatziki hummus and that in.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
They blitz in the microwave. The cheese melts. Jalapenos on
Lovely.
top. Lovely. Nice little hot meatball, right? And a little tasty little startery thing. And I went, I said, if you want one, I said, just give it a little warm up. And he goes, it's warm already. I went, yeah, I know, but when you put the cheese and the jalapenos on,
Just want to melt it.
Just want to melt. He goes, but it's warm already. Indian guy. I'm sorry. I don't want to do the accent because I don't want to sound like I'm patronising it. But he's like, he goes, but it's warm already. And I went, yeah. I said, but I like it extra hot. He goes, and he's smiling. But it is really hot.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I've said it 3 times.
Yeah, but he's told you it's hot.
Okay.
You should be like,
so which
can you just warm my balls up?
should I have? Or what would you say? Except he knows what he's talking about, right?
You don't want sweaty balls.
Right. You don't want overly heat. So I think, okay. He gave it to me. I opened it. The cheese is sitting there on top.
Yeah, it didn't melt.
The jalapenos are cold because they've come out that little area, right?
Yeah.
And I went and I put my fork in it. I put in front of him. I ate one, done the whole ball in my mouth.
Yeah.
I went, it's not that hot. And he went, okay, sir. Next time I'll warm it up.
Next time?
And you looked. That's how I felt. I thought saying, there ain't going to be no next time. I thought, actually, Subways are everywhere. I'm not hurting him by telling him I'm not going to come back to Subway.
No.
I'm only hurting myself.
Yeah, exactly. It's not his business.
Yeah.
And, I walked out and I walked out and I went, there won't be a next time. And that was it. That's my kind of confrontational walkout. But I'm like, you know what? That doesn't, and he probably gone, idiot. Doesn't think nothing of it. And here
Tommy, I don't think you handled that situation very well.
Okay, how should I have handled that?
I would have said to him, warm it up. Like, I'm giving you instructions.
But he did say
no. There is
already.
No. I don't want your opinion. I'm telling you what to do as a customer.
But, sir,
I'll even pay you 50p to turn your microwave.
Sir, if
that's
they
what you
are
want.
already warm, sir.
It doesn't matter. Put it in.
No, sir, you'll be. I don't know.
Who's the customer?
Put it in.
I think they're hot
Who's
enough.
the customer?
They're hot-
Exactly.
they're hot
If
enough
you go
already.
somewhere and you build your own sandwich or whatever.
The whole point is that the customer is king and, and he wants to have it.
All you
their
got to do
way.
is put it in the microwave and press the
asked
button.
him 3 times.
Yeah, Tommy, I think you were too nice to him.
No, but
You should have gone in on him. Like you should have.
I
You
think,
should
you know
have
what?
dropped
I
a
think
few
it's
It's
lines.
funny that because I had a Subway experience just today, and he
Tell
was a Desi brother as well,
Right.
and so he wasn't paying attention because he was too busy. What annoyed me, he was too busy chatting to some other Gujarati fella who was actually a customer, and he's chatting on his mobile phone with it. Like, so he gave the customer gave him this guy's to the server. While he was building my salad, and he was chatting to him in Gujarati about something, his manager's telling him off. He goes, like they were chatting about something, and he's going,
What does that mean?
Oh, what's
Give me
his
your
name?
name.
What's his name?
Yeah.
About some other guy they're talking about. I'm like, guys, I'm just on a quick lunch break. Just make my salad. Dil se, right? Concentrate. Let's get this salad done with. And he just, the way he just dumped the lettuce in and everything. And I just, it was
There's
like
no
you said,
PR.
there was
no love.
You know what I mean? And I just thought, I didn't want to say it, but because he knew the customer was Desi, and I think he was taking the mickey.
You think he thought he could get away with it?
Yeah, and I really could have given him a few lyrics. In
You
Gujarati.
should have. Why didn't you?
Yeah.
Because
What would you
like-
have said, Kej?
No,
in
no,
Gujarati?
No,
Just like-
no.
I
Why
could be
didn't
rude.
you?
It would be
Yeah.
rude.
No, it's like, you don't have to be.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, that kind of thing. But it would have just been, you know what? It's on your lunch break, and like you, the way I see it is, don't become the emotion. And
No,
therefore
but you're taking it too far. It's not an emotion. You're just doing what's right, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not getting angry in this situation. I'm just telling you.
But I think generally,
do what I'm telling you to
customer
do.
Service is down the toilet at the moment. And so what we have grown up with, and the customer service, maybe when we were working in retail, and what was expected of us when we were serving customers, is not there anymore. Like I said, this guy was chatting in Gujarati to the thingy. His boss is another Gujarati girl, shorter than him, like, and she was trying to find out what was
Shorter than him. She was shorter than him.
shorter than him, and she was trying to find out what was going on. And when she served me, it seemed all right. I thought, oh, here we go, Subway. Do you know what I mean? But when you go to like a proper Subway, not in Harrow, but like in central London, it's you realise that you
There's a
can't
different
work
level.
like this. You
No.
can't. This is the the Ahmedabad version, and then you got the proper London version, and it's just like, why is this happening here?
Yeah.
Like, where is the big Subway boss? I could have been the Subway boss who's come in, incognito and gone, guys, is this how you run it? Because you're running this like some sort of budget house.
I think this comes back to the NFG element,
Yeah.
of Indians. I'm going to say of Indians from India who've got this kind of like, and this thick skinness of them. But he's going to keep telling me
It's
3
funny
times
you
over.
mention that. Because you had a little confrontation. I had a little confrontation.
Well, I didn't
on
get
the
to have a
train.
confrontation because
Well, no.
he just
Well,
was
and
adamant.
again, I didn't have it either. But I was on the train the other day. It was a slow train because of the train strikes. I was on a very long, slow train from Watford that goes through Harrow, Wembley, all the really high density Gujarati population zones. And so you're picking up all of Stonebridge Park. You're going through all of that, Kenton and all of that. So there's a lot of Gujaratis get on the train, right?
All your mob.
Oh yeah, all my cousins, and so we were sitting there, and it was the first train, so it's 6:30, it's early, so everyone's got their headphones in. Some people got their eyes shut, they're sleeping, meditating,
prayer
listening,
time,
whatever. But it's a very quiet train at that time.
Nice.
This guy comes on, who's probably in his 20s, Gujarati. And on the phone.
On the phone.
And, on the phone. My God,
At what
so
time?
loud. 6:30, 6:40. And my God, for some reason I think people think that when they speak in language, they just disappear.
You know what? Do you know what? Have you seen that very famous?
Hey,
video?
hello, yeah. And
Have you seen that? Have you seen that video on Instagram of that Chelsea fan singing?
Yeah,
on the tube.
yeah.
That's what would have happened.
Yeah,
if I was
and
on the
someone
tube.
would have pushed him off. The
I'd have
thing was,
pushed him
he
off.
sat down next to me, so I couldn't even push him. And I was so close to telling him in Gujarati, "Can
You
you
should
just
have.
shut it, please?" And the swear words were ready.
But why didn't you?
Because I just thought, you know what?
Because Kej in his head versus Kej in reality
also
are two
because
different
I
people.
don't think because I don't want to create
No,
a
no, no,
scene
but- no, no, but-
to
but you're
show
not-
that up. We are arguing with our people.
No, but-
yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Because I don't think it goes anywhere. I don't think it goes anywhere.
I'm big on that because I think when Gordy look over,
'Cause, Gordy loves
or
that. Why are we
non-Asians,
arguing
they're going to go,
about
oh, look at him,
people?
look at him, all
Yeah.
arguing.
No, but
Yeah.
hang on a minute.
It
Why
doesn't look
couldn't you
nice.
have done it in a diplomatic way instead of swearing at him? Why don't? Yeah,
That
exactly.
sounded wicked, whatever that was. What was that?
No, but that was
Yeah,
polite.
listen, bruv.
See,
Yeah,
listen,
that was
bruv,
like
everyone can hear.
See
Yeah.
that I'm saying that was polite because that's the way you should have done it. But
Yeah.
why didn't you do that at least?
I think because I'm being serious about it, and I think because I just didn't want to be affiliated with him.
No, but that's not about affiliate. It's winding you up. Be diplomatic and
And
say,
it was
bro,
not
stop
just me,
doing
it was
this.
everybody. And it's embarrassing. Like, why do you think that when you speak
Elbow
your own
him and be
language,
like, "Bruv."
no one else, it's like you just disappear and no one can hear it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of this moaning about something and not doing anything about
true.
it.
But it's hard. It's hard.
True, I'm with you on
Sach.
that one because ultimately it just sounds like you're just carrying it all, and
Yeah.
it's our fault for carrying it. But you're right.
Yes.
It is also hard in that moment because sometimes you're not prepared for that moment. Like here, when we chat about it on the podcast, we're ready for that moment. You're going, yeah, you should have told him, put my balls in your hot place and get them
Yeah.
nice and toasty
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But at the time, you're like, what? I'm okay. Maybe I have got it wrong. Maybe.
Oh, and the
it's
funny
not
thing
hot
was,
enough.
the hilarious thing about this chat was that we were going through tunnels, and he kept going, "Oh, awaj nathi auto," which means I can't hear. And there's
Can't
no
hear
sound
you.
coming. There's no sound coming. I'm like, idiot, we're in a tunnel. No wonder there's no sound coming.
It's the first time you use a phone.
First time you've been on a train that goes in a tunnel. Jesus. Do you know what I mean?
Hang on, very quickly, you said today you were having your lunch in Harrow.
Yes.
You don't work in
I
Harrow.
thought I was wondering when you guys were going to realise that. Kej, what were you doing in Harrow?
What were you doing in Harrow?
Because
I know you live nearby.
Well, having grown up there, I hadn't been to Harrow Town Centre in ages. And I'm in Harrow because, guys, as you know, I was once upon a time in my lifetime at the BBC, what do you call it? A fire...
Liability?
No, that as well. Always liability, but trying to make sure that you guys weren't a liability because I was a fire warden at the BBC.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
I
yes.
remember we had that famous, that brilliant day where there was a fire alarm,
Yeah,
or
and I had
like
to
a
put
mock
on
one.
the jacket.
The high, he went,
the high vis.
because you were because obviously the BBC, one of these big places, they have, in their policies and stuff,
Yeah.
they've got a warden, they've got the person who's going to help any disabled people,
Evacuation, yeah.
all those things. It's all coordinated and it's
Yeah.
all rehearsed. It's,
Yeah.
it's great for that.
Yeah.
actually.
And I was nominated.
So you were the fire warden, right? Why? Because you're skinny, you're slim, you're
Yeah.
quick, you're
Just
agile,
on
you're
it.
nimble.
Yeah.
You're the kind of guy you'd want near the fire exit doors if the plane was going down. Like, okay, you know what? He can pop the door open. He's capable. He's
Yes.
able.
Yes.
Wow.
But the hilarious thing was when I saw it and the fire alarm went off, and I thought, we're going to go. And then all of a sudden, he just ran out the studio room, came back with a high vis
It was like
jacket.
Banana Man. When it was like Banana Man, I changed, didn't I?
And I nearly lost my mind because I thought he'd just gone and found it.
Fancy dress.
I didn't know he was a warden.
No, that was it. He had to go and do that, and I've seen him a few times, right? And every time I've seen it, I just laugh. And I'm sorry,
It's
I
so
laughed so
baggy,
much
it's
that
so
I
baggy.
would have died in the fire.
Yeah, exactly. so
I was rolling around on the
bruv,
floor.
everyone's evacuating. I'm filming him, kind of going, guys, can I get you all out, please?
Shut up, mate.
Yeah.
The worst thing, you guys were the worst because I had senior people watching me and you guys were just taking the mickey out of me. And then I had to go into the ladies' toilet and you guys found that funny as well.
Oh yeah, because he was looking under the doors, going, excuse me, you have to get out now. But anyway, okay, yeah. So you were a fire warden.
So I was a fire warden, and I've also.
Are you a fire warden now again at Virgin?
Well, no,
What are you saying?
I've actually it's slightly more.
You've been upgraded.
Responsibility, yeah.
You've been
So
upgraded, yeah,
I've now been the
Fire starter.
I'm now the designated first aider.
Oh.
So I'm on a 3-day course.
Mate, that
Doctor Bunnigas.
This is the closest. This is the closest I'm going to get.
That doesn't make me feel safe at all.
What do you mean?
But if you choke and pass out, Kej is going to give you mouth
I'm
to
there
mouth.
now. I'm there. I'm on.
Don't worry, let me die.
Hey.
Let me
Hey.
die. Just let me die.
Get your vegetarian
Yeah.
Dokala
He's
eating.
got his fingers in there.
Open your mouth, Saj.
I'll get out. I'll get the I'll get out. Yeah. E.T. fingers.
So yeah, I'm the
Roman.
new. I've been sent by the company for a 3-day course to become a proper qualified first aider. And so that's why I'm in Harrow because it was the nearest course, for Red Cross
Right,
booking.
okay.
And you know what? It's interesting because it's serious.
So it's a 3-day course.
3-day
so it's
course,
quite serious.
9 to 5. Yeah, it's serious.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. It's like going back to school. You got a teacher there. So we got Carmen, the Romanian teacher,
Right.
and she's slightly old lady, but she's very good at her job.
As it's in Harrow, are they all brown? The students.
So okay, here let's play a quick game.
Okay.
I'll go through the names. You tell
Okay.
me how many
All
are
right.
Desi.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna. There's
Well, you know everyone's name in your class. And how many people in the first aid class?
6 people in the
Six
class.
people.
Do they all work at Virgin?
No,
they're
no,
all-
random
all over
people,
the
random
place.
people.
Okay, right.
Random people. So we got Bhavna.
Yep.
We've got
Bauna.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got Narendra.
Narendra, as in Modi.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
Yeah. Shiva.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desi.
Desi. All Desi so far.
Malayamai.
Malaya Mai.
Malaya Mai.
Oh, that could be a bit African though.
Okay.
No, hold on. But it's like,
Oh, it
you
could
know,
be
no,
South.
It's like Malay.
No, it's the
Okay,
top
yeah,
of, yeah,
okay,
it's the bit on top of the T.
So,
Yeah,
so
so,
four.
yeah, and Alphonse.
Alphonse.
Yeah.
That's in could be
No,
Indian.
you could be
Could be.
Portuguese.
No,
Portuguese
because
could
if
be
you're
going.
Gujarati and you eat mangoes, you know Alfonso Kerry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mango.
it could be from South. Yeah.
So, so you would go with probably, or including me.
Malaya Mai.
Yeah.
That sounds Chinese a little bit to me, or something a bit.
Okay.
No,
I don't-
I'd say African.
Oh, I don't,
Okay.
but Mai, the Mai, M-A-I. I'm picking Malaya.
Come on then, let's have it. Out of 6.
So out of 6, it's 3.
You?
Me, Bav, and Naz.
Well, who's it?
So Malaya Mai is from. She was born in Holland and is originally from Afghanistan.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's
Well, I guess
so it's an
Desi,
Afghani
still
name.
Desi. Yeah,
Yes,
still
yeah,
Desi.
okay, right.
And we've got Shiva, who's who's grown up in Italy, and is from Iran.
Oh,
That's still Middle East.
Okay.
So Middle
kind
Eastern.
of.
And
yeah.
Alfonso the Kerry, he's French.
okay.
Oh,
fine.
okay.
So
No,
yeah.
so I've intended 5 out of 6.
Okay.
So 5,
Yeah.
so 5 out of 6. But I tell you what, it's so you
So
go.
I don't know why the Desi. Why do you think we have to point out who's Desi, who's not?
No, I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
We're at this
Training course thing.
training course, and obviously the first thing you do, you got to introduce yourself, what you do, and so the teacher introduced herself. And
Hi, I'm Kejel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
no,
did that, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go in, I'm going to go big.
Trying to give a bit of energy.
Yeah, so and I was
Okay,
first.
yeah.
And also, what I've noticed is as you get through life, like I used to be always quite shy. I never want to go first. Now
When
I'm,
have you
like,
been shy?
I'm there first because everyone was shy. So like even in the beginning, I was like, like when we were in the waiting room, I was like, "Hi everyone." I went in, I went, "Hi everyone," and everyone just like on their phone. Anyway, so I go.
But you got to then, if you're going to do that, you got to be thick-skinned with that. You got to carry.
Oh yeah,
that
no,
on.
I didn't care.
So you got to carry on. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
go,
So I went,
oh.
"Hi everyone, are we start? Am I late?" Everyone, no, teacher's coming. I'm fine. Anyway, so we got in. Introduced, I was first. She goes, "Who wants to go first?" I said, "I'll go first," because everyone was a little bit, you know what it's like, everyone's a bit shy. So I said, "Yeah, hi, I'm Kej. I work at Virgin Radio. You might have heard of it. Chris Evans, Graham Norton." No one had heard of any of these people.
Really?
It was the biggest silence ever.
See, you should have started with your back. I was at Sunrise Radio.
Yeah.
Oh, should have done the full.
yeah,
Right.
if
I
you
know
done that-
Tony Patty.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
Tommy
Yeah.
Sandu.
Tommy Sand, yeah.
Then you would have been like, oh wow.
Then they would have known.
Yeah.
So, but the teacher went, "Oh, Virgin. Oh, okay. Maybe you can fix my TV."
Is that what she said?
Oh my God, that's actually how she sounds. So,
Maybe you can fix my TV.
Yeah, Virgin Media, innit?
No, I
Go
think
fix
she
it.
thought. Oh, I thought
Virgin
she thought.
Media,
No,
yeah.
okay.
No.
I
But
took
go
it.
and fix the broadband.
I took it as she thought you were a virgin. You're going to go around the house
No, it wasn't because I said Virgin.
like a porn scene. Oh, you know, like,
It wasn't
you're a virgin. Come down, fix
No,
TV,
it wasn't because I said
and I
Virgin.
fix you.
I said that. Oh, I look after all the digital content. So because I said digital content, she said, "Oh, so you can fix my TV."
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
went, "I don't know what this is you're on about." Anyway, so we go around all the people and what they all do, and then she goes, "So can you come and look at my TV?" I don't. What? Because I'm what?
Well,
How?
on the
So
course?
basically,
Or
her
going to the
laptop.
house?
No, on the course. Because her laptop weren't projecting onto the telly, the connection. I don't know how to
Yeah.
fix that, but because I said digital content, she thinks digital TV
And it's content.
and he's a desi.
Content that I need,
So
yeah.
he must work in a TV
IT
shop.
IT
Yeah,
support.
IT
Yeah,
support, and that's what I do. I fix TVs at Virgin Probably Media.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, how embarrassing was that? Do you know what I mean? Because I
Did
couldn't-
you
I
fix
couldn't-
it?
How could I? It's an HDMI cable. I mean, I don't know what else you got to do with it. Do you know what I mean? You just stick it in the hole,
Could
stick
you
it in
fix
2 holes,
it?
and that's it.
It's quite simple, isn't it? HDMI.
Well, yeah, but it's not a Mac. I don't know how to use those basic computers anymore now.
Bruv,
Do you
it's
know
a
what I mean?
HDMI cable to another.
Yeah,
HDMI.
I did. I mean, that
Okay.
was there, but it
All
just
right.
wouldn't transmit to the big screen. I mean, I don't know.
You need
I'm
to
not
do
there to
screen
fix that.
mirroring and stuff.
Exactly.
You turn it on.
Anyway,
turn it back on
so
again.
then we start chatting. And then I figured out that the girl that I was working with, she knows all these people at Asian Network, and she's related to them. What a small world!
The girl that you
So the
paired up
girl,
with,
yeah,
Malaya Mai.
No, Bavna,
Bhavna.
related to Dharmesh. Do you remember Dharmesh?
Yeah, Dharmesh Ross.
and
He's lovely.
and the other fella, the little one, Manish.
Manish.
Yeah. I was
So
like,
hold
she was
on.
like, "Oh, you know them?" I was like, "God, this is a
So
small
that
world."
must mean that Manish and Dharmesh are
No, they're not related.
Okay, but
But
this
she's
girl
related,
is.
yeah.
You found like a common bond person.
I know. So we we were flying. I was like, "Oh, this is brilliant." Do you know what I mean? And then the other funny,
Both, but can I just say, for the record, Dharmesh and Manish, both wicked guys.
lovely blokes.
Couple of good ones,
And then the other fun. These are just my quick observations. Then in the afternoon we were doing recovery positions and we were learning. You know, like what recovery positions is obviously what you do
when you're really tired after doing it. What position you're going to get?
Well, it's funny you say that. So she wanted one of us to volunteer so she can show us how to do what you got to move, the hand and the legs and everything like that. So the Asian. I
bet she wanted you to volunteer.
So my friend Modi went to obviously he went down to basically sort of offer his services to so that she could do the recovery position, and. He was lying there. So then you have to act out the first bit, which is like you have to go, hello, can you hear me? You know what I mean? You have to, this guy fell asleep.
Modi.
After lunch, because it was after lunch, he'd knocked out. Instantly, he was knocked out. She got so nervous.
So he got up.
Yeah, he walked from the chair to the floor, lie down. Obviously, she was
asleep.
explaining the scenario and everything. In that literally 3 minutes, she then goes, right, so now we're going to act out. She went, hello, can you hear me? So obviously that was like, you've got to
play acting.
Yeah, but this guy's gone. He's knocked out.
Are you sure he wasn't acting properly?
He's knocked out. And he went, I couldn't stop laughing.
Time out on that bit there, because I just got to ask you then, Sach, first. Yeah. What are you? But post lunch, I have been in BBC meetings where I was trying so hard.
Yeah, I've been in those meetings with
you. We all have. To go to sleep, and you sort of do the thing. You look at you like, do you not yawn? Because the only way to do it is to yawn in their face. But something about post lunch, particularly after the show, I am so sleepy. So basically, I get where Narendra is coming from.
Yeah.
Would you do the same? Could you
fall asleep?
Could you fall asleep?
No way.
No way.
No way.
Not like that in front of everyone. I know you could have.
I fell asleep in my speed awareness course online. He went, Mrs. Sandhu. He went, are we keeping you awake? And I didn't realise that because I was sat there, I foolishly sat on the bed.
Tommy, how can you do that?
But there's something when you put me in a room, and it's like
it was a little bit, warm and everything.
It's only a matter of time he falls asleep on the pod.
No, because I'm engaging.
Yeah, he's engaging.
But if you said just sit here and listen, I'd be like. And I just feel like a child. I can't control it.
The last thing is that she was asking about in the injections and like the inoculations that you might have had and everything. So she asked me, and she goes, "Have you had your tetanus?" And I didn't know. I didn't.
Is that what she called it?
And because of a slight accent, tetanus, and I just didn't know what.
Shall I show you?
And she got really worried, and I said, "What's that?" I didn't know. And then she wrote it out, and I went, "Oh, tetanus. Yeah, I've had that." But bless her. So I thought, and I keeled over, and I thought, I've got to mention this on the brown note because it's been an interesting. But you know what? I'm almost there. I'm going to be a first aider. So when we now record the brown note, guys, don't panic.
Don't panic.
I can save your life.
If I collapse, Tommy, keep him away from me.
Let me go.
I can give you the kiss of life.
I don't want that kiss of life.
Yeah, sorry, I just pictured like a different version of the film Ghost, where Sach comes out and went, "Get him away from me! I'm done. I know I'm dying.
I'm ready."
Tommy, please get his lips off mine, please, bruv. Don't let me go.
Let me die.
I mean, it's all filmed and everything. Exactly. We can't be doing that.
So that's why. So
Rogan,
the Keji is going to be the first aider to save your lives.
Well done, Kej. You are fixing the country, making people a little bit better every day. That's good. It's good.
Speaking of fixing the country, can I just say I came back from Dubai on Friday last week.
Yeah. This is a broken Britain. Sam. I can feel it.
The country needs to be fixed.
So it's Tuesday today. Oh, so you came? Oh God,
I came a few days ago. Yeah, and bruv, I landed and the airport was just chaos. People.
You landed on the day of the train strikes.
Train strike. People were landing in Gatwick, like foreign people, obviously foreigners, people on holiday.
Yeah.
And you just naturally think, I'm going to jump on the train, go into London. It's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do. People just didn't know what to do. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's so many people just coming up to random taxi people asking me because I was just standing there, how do I get to London? I'm like, I don't know. You need to...
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's chaos, isn't it? It's carnage. It's carnage.
Honestly, it was... I landed and I was just like, maybe I should just get back on the plane and shall I go back to where I came from?
And the problem is, you've come from Dubai.
Yeah.
Where it's all nice
honestly,
and air conditioned and clean.
What am I doing?
And there's order
what am I doing
and
back?
all the things. So no, absolutely.
Broken Britain.
So yeah. So and I'm seeing it everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it everywhere I go in terms of people. Like the whole place falling apart. Service, everyone's striking. I'll go into GB News. All everyone does is moan about it. So, Sach, I don't think you're on your own.
I heard a stat this morning on the news about a bag of 4 onions used to cost 60 pence, and now it's £1.28. That's shocking, isn't it?
That is 60 pence
for a bag of 4 onions, and now that in supermarkets has gone up to £1.28 or something.
So over double.
Yeah. Madness.
Yeah,
it is absolute mad.
Okay, well, here's another story to take your mind off of that one. Let's think about good times.
Okay.
What are Brit known for?
Having a drink,
Having
mate.
a drink.
Having
Bingo.
a drink.
Top answer. Number one thing, right? That's what was on my mind, right? Because I got a story here about drink culture at work, right?
Oh.
So this is an interesting one for me because of, I'm declaring my interest in it, my interest in the story, whatever, where I'm coming from, is from my side, obviously, it's now been 3.5 years and I don't drink. I say I don't drink.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Right? Has it been 3.5 years?
Yeah, but I have had about 4 occasions. Christmas Day I had a glass, gave me a headache. On holiday.
Yeah, but from where you were to where you are now.
Oh, man. But I now, the problem I've got is I can't drink now. Like when I have had the 4 occasions where I've had one, thinking, it's been a special, like it's been Christmas, we're on holiday, things like that. And I get a headache within about 15 minutes.
It's funny that because since I've obviously with the marathon training and everything, I completely went off it and everything like that. And I'll be honest with you, I've not really felt the need to get back on it. And if I do, I'll have a couple. But I don't. I've not been, like wavy. I've not been hungover, and actually also because I don't want to feel like that anymore.
No, exactly. And what I've said to everyone is, it's not I've given up drinking. I've given up drinking in my 40s. I missed drinking in my 20s when you bounce back and you're all good and you have a kebab and you're chatting on the way home and you wake up and you're hungover and you talk about all the escapades and all the stuff that went on last night. Brilliant. But 40s drinking, 2 kids, responsibilities, life. 3-4 days to recover. No, not true. Anyway, this story is about, is it time to admit that drinking at work should not be done? Drinking with work colleagues. Right? So it's the booze culture of workplace, they're saying, is just a recipe for disaster.
I think some of the people that I know work uptown and stuff.
Yeah, it is quite an uptown thing as well, isn't it?
It's an actual thing though. So you'd go out on a Wednesday, Thursday.
And I remember working in Birmingham, Leicester, Thursday nights, Friday nights, Leicester, but it's bouncing in the evening.
Right.
But is that still a thing now?
Is it? Oh yeah. It's central. Yeah, after work and everything like that. Like you couple of pubs around work, they're rammed.
Yeah, well, particularly where you are near London Bridge.
London Bridge, Tower Bridge. We got Borough Market,
Bank, and all that area. The city people. Anyway,
all the bankers.
What they're saying is they're saying there's lots of organisations that are now changing their whole attitude towards alcohol and that whole alcohol culture. Hey, let's all go for a drink, like you're saying, right? So Partygate, they're saying, played a part because one of the things that people who have lost faith in about the Tory party is that whole them having a session during lockdown.
When we were,
But not on top of that, it was quite a significant session.
Yes,
and actually,
it was.
Then you found out that there's quite a lot of drinking in the daytime that goes on. I know that there are certain pubs around Westminster that are known for having all the MPs in it. I know that.
In the day?
Yeah. What's that Gaylord restaurant in right? They always said, I remember speaking to someone who worked there, they said, all the MPs come over, they get sloshed in the afternoon and they go back and do their work.
Crack on.
Right? But they're saying, actually, with drinking at work, you're only ever one drink away from making a bit of an idiot of yourself by becoming, by making a bit of a twat of yourself, basically.
Yeah. You might say something that you regret.
Right. And actually, there's a thing in the article that says that the woman who wrote the article said that her father said to her, nobody is the same after 2 drinks. So once you've had 2 drinks, you're not the same. You're that little bit more livelier, a little bit more ruder, a little bit more sharper,
opinionated,
a little bit more feistier or down, whatever. You're not So, should you not drink at work anymore? British culture.
I do. You know what it is? I have always wanted to work for a company that basically every Thursday or Friday, right after work, hey, let's go, all going down for 1 or 2. And it just became that because I think.
And what if you didn't? What if you didn't go to those 1 or 2 drinks? You're seen as a bit of a party pooper.
Oh yeah, you are of course seen as a bit of a party. Like it's my job at the moment to just. Do you remember Sach knows? I try to organise every monthly sort of drinks for our digital team.
Everyone always declines,
and it's including me. It's difficult to get everyone to come. And then when I did try, I'd get very upset because I was trying to set a really cool place, funky place like golf or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? Something fun and exciting. Proper. Yeah, you rather than just sitting there and drinking. And you can drink, but I want to make it an activity so people who don't drink can still get involved and all of that. But it's hard to get everyone out there. Do you know what I mean? And people just don't. I think it's harder now because I think the new generation of people, the younger lot in their 20s, they don't commit to this thing anymore. No. When I was 20, all I remember is going to work drinks. Every time I was working.
No, but hang on. Why do you need to, even in your 20s, why do you need to go out if you don't want to? You don't have to.
Well, yeah, you're right. A lot of 20-year-olds don't do that anymore.
But that's exactly it. So I think you're touching it because now 20-year-olds are just kind of going, I don't want to. right?
Yeah,
and they're saying it's health reasons. They've got personal beliefs about alcohol. I think young people are a bit more serious nowadays as well.
I think it's a different relationship to
No, it's not that. Look,
as we had it.
I mean, I don't drink, yeah. And when like things like this used to happen anyway, I just didn't want to go because I didn't want to hang around with people from work.
For you, it's different, Sach, I think, because you never drank. So it's a horrible place to be when you're hanging around.
Not really.
People.
That's not my problem. I think it's just I don't want to hang around with people that I don't
Drunk.
need to for longer than I should.
Yeah, that's another thing. Sach, if you're working with them, Sach, like, well, that's it. You're just my work colleague. I don't want to.
That's it. I want to go home.
Yeah, and you know the other thing is,
there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
The other thing I've noticed with that sort of say the 20-year-old when they're in their 20s, it's not necessarily mindset, but they all suffer from this drinking anxiety.
Huh?
Which basically, it's like the next day they have these anxiety attacks, panic attacks,
right.
and so it was all new to me because ever since we've been in our 20s and 30s, we go out, we drink, you get a hangover, you get a headache, and then you crack on the next day.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that we ever had any anxiety. They call it.
You're hanging. But you're not. It's not anxiety. You just feel about.
But now what I've noticed, this was all new to me, was that the first thing they would do when we have been on a few wild ones is that they messaged me in the morning going, "Kej, what did I do? Was it really bad? Blah blah blah. How did I say? What did I say?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's okay. We were all just slightly drunk. Everyone acting a bit shit." They were like, "Oh no, but was I on the table doing it?" I was like, "Yeah, but so what if you were? It was okay." And so you get a lot of that stress, and I didn't know how to deal with it.
I think that's twofold. Part of it is like, oh, what am I like? They want the reassurance. You're going to go, nah, you're crazy. You're funny, man.
Yeah,
Everyone's cracking out. Everyone loves you. They partly want to hear that. But also, it's just self-indulgent because nowadays, the new generation are all just about.
Is it self-indulgent?
Yeah, they're like, tell me what I was like yesterday.
And it's another thing. It's like, he goes, yeah. So I didn't know this, but when they know that they're going out on a bit of a boozer, they put their phone, they lock their phone, they don't look at it and everything because they're worried that they might tweet, somebody text something. I'm like, oh my God, like this is like all extreme. I'm just new to all of this and I didn't know this. But
interesting.
The one thing I've had to do is that I've had to. I for some reason they always ask me. I'm I'm probably more sloshed than you were, but I just remember things. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And so they all come to me, and then I have to basically tell them what they've all been up. And I was like. But honestly, that's fine.
But you're like the uncle plying them with the drinks.
Maybe. Yeah. No.
Here you go. Have one of these Jagger bombs.
No, but you know what I mean? Like when for us, we was like, I would ring you the next day going, oh my God, do you remember when we did that? Yeah. And if I don't remember, you'd go, oh my God, Kej, you got up on the table, you were dancing and everything.
Like,
and I'm like, is it?
The last probably big session I had was your 40th birthday.
Yeah, it was.
God,
that was wild.
That was one of the worst nights I've ever been out.
I know, but
and it's there on Instagram for everyone to see. And there's a lot of people who actually watch that every now and then. They find it hilarious.
When I tell people about what we did in 40 countries, 40 food and drinks, and I show them that as well. But look, anyway, they're saying you should bring your whole self to work, and a hangover doesn't allow you to bring your whole self in.
There we go. So maybe it's the new way. It's a new way.
Look at it this way. I think that's one of the reasons maybe why I actually don't drink, because I'm out so much. Yeah. And if I was drinking and working at the same time, I don't think I'd be so focused.
Yeah, DJs who drink, big red flag.
No. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
But a lot of them do.
There you go.
Because then I'm probably better at you at mixing.
I wouldn't go that far.
Drinks as well.
Okay, where are we? Things we've learned. God, man, that was a quick whiz of a podcast. Yes, things we've learned. Okay, what have you learned? I'm not sure whether mine is true. So I'm going to just, can I go with mine?
So you've learned it, but we don't know if it's
because I read it as a fact and I've quickly put it in my phone and then I thought about it. It says, blueberries are the only fruit named after a colour. Now, the first thing I thought of was orange, right? I thought, well, orange, but it's not the orange grape. Yeah. It's just called orange.
It's just called orange.
Yeah. But it's not named after a colour, it's a colour. But blueberry is the only fruit named after a colour.
Blackcurrant. He's just done you.
Red currant.
Just done it.
Red currant.
No, red currant's not a fruit.
Yeah,
what is it then?
I'm sure it is.
We don't call it a red currant.
No, I think there are red currants.
You get red currants? We get like little berries.
Yeah, but they're not known as red currants.
Well, yeah, they are. Red currants.
No, it's just a currant.
No, it's not.
It is. There's no such thing as red currant. That's nonsense.
There is a thing.
Hello at thebrownload.com.
There is a thing as a red currant.
Yeah,
Come
they're like,
straight away.
They're like
red
little
currant.
round,
Yeah.
they're like little round balls.
Well, anyway, you're wrong.
Okay, well, that's what I read. Blueberries.
Where did you read this? Was this on TikTok or something? Nonsense. Where have you found it? This is ridiculous. This didn't even stand up for a second, Tommy.
That was very bad.
This was pathetic.
Well,
More complaints. Hello at the Brownload.
Okay, fine.
Right.
There you
But
go.
Tommy, you've had so many.
He's had a shocker.
He's had a shocker.
What's the shocker? What's the equivalent of an Amol Rajan on a podcast? That's what we need to find.
This week, he mashed up the pool.
Yeah.
He mashed up the subway.
Yeah.
Got the translation wrong.
Yeah.
The varapa went wrong.
Yeah. I mean, honestly.
Now he's got the blackcurrant, or
Yeah.
whatever it is, the blueberry wrong.
There's actually no point in Tommy being on the podcast this week.
Four fails. Four fails.
You get
That's a record.
That is quite.
that is
You've
Kej-
outdone the Kej.
Kej level.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, if my kid had done that, I'd take his iPad away now. If my kid had
What
messed
do we
up,
take away? What do we take
I'll
away?
take his mic
Just
away.
take away his mic.
Shall I go next?
Go on then.
The thing I learned is about wasps, and seeing as the weather's getting a bit warmer now,
Yeah.
you're seeing them around, aren't you?
Yes.
Like wasps
And
around.
I just today I learned.
Why are you laughing like that?
No, because
I've
honestly,
seen them around.
it's a bit.
What are you saying, Wasp?
No, it is. Honestly, I was
You
out
do
for
see-
a walk the other day,
Yeah.
and you just see wildlife because
Yeah.
you never saw that in winter.
This morning there was one buzzing around the window as I was
There you
having
go.
a shower, naked. I had to
Oh,
deal with
sorry,
it. I had
that's
to
new.
quickly run to the.
There are people listening in Australia going to go, Jesus sees a wasp. Says we've not
Bruv,
seen wildlife.
That is wildlife. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like I've seen a few spiders coming in,
Yeah,
through
they're crawling in.
through the
Yeah,
bathroom
it is
window.
that
and stuff.
time of the year.
It's happening, isn't it?
It's that time of the year.
So wasps. I
And
thought,
I had
alright.
an ant in the festation just outside on the porch as well. To deal with that.
What? Ants?
Ants,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I had to pounded that a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Pounded that out.
In the front bit
Yeah.
and in the back as well.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
Just the ants.
I thought it was in your pants.
No,
Ants
mate.
in your pants.
What are you on
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
So wasps, I've realised, well, I found out this week that if that species of wasp doesn't like you,
Yeah.
they'll come and drop like some pheromones on you and make the rest of their clan not like you
Oh,
either.
and they're coming,
Did
and
you
that's
know
how they
that?
come after you.
Oh, so they mark you like, listen, he's a wrong un.
But
He's a
what would it take for them not to like you if you start attacking them?
No, I think it's just it's like,
Something in the air
like a
that
chemical
you'll smell
sort of
or something.
reaction. So then it'd work out whether it likes you or not. Because
Wow.
some wasps just come over to you and start to attack you.
Right.
They've got a problem, obviously. Whereas a bee would just kind of fly around.
Bees
and-
are cool.
Yeah,
Bees
they're
are like,
cool.
Are we cool? Like,
Whereas
we're
a
cool.
wasp has always got a bit of beef. Do you see what I mean? So
Right.
if it realises it don't like you, that's it. It's going to spray something on you. The rest of his crew, the whole family,
Okay.
none of them are going to like you because
Wow.
he's just dropped that. little
Brilliant.
pheromone on you.
Brilliant.
I love that.
That's like a little communication method.
Yeah, it is.
That's good because I like stuff like that because I remember that I did a fact once about trees that talk to each other and send out a message saying we're under attack. Someone's trying to eat
Oh, is
our
this
leaves.
when you wanted to hug them and
It's
stuff?
kind of like when you're like, you speak to a girl and then she goes back and tell all of her mates.
Oh, like, he's a weirdo.
Oh, that guy's a weirdo.
Yeah.
And then all 10 of them
She
hate
sprayed
you,
her pheromones over you.
Oh, they
and
do
then-
go past and go,
basically.
and you're like, what was
Yeah.
that for?
Bit like a wasp.
Yeah.
Bit
But okay, so therefore, do you get gossiping wasps that make stuff up?
Maybe.
You might get like an unpy wasp.
Just spraying a pheromone on
Yeah,
anyone.
gonna go.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, you're
Once
a prick.
you've been marked with that paintbrush, that's
That's
it.
it.
That's it. There's no going back. It's cancelled.
Wow.
Wasps,
Cancelled the
undies,
wasp culture.
same thing.
Same thing.
Go on.
My one is a bit serious.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? When I heard about this, and I've been listening to this book, and actually, I'm only halfway through it, and it has blown my mind. And I don't.
Is
think
it game changing?
It is game changing. This is game changing.
Wow.
And it's a little bit serious.
We haven't ever had anything game changing from you.
Come on, let's have it.
But there's this book that I'm reading called Fatal Conveniences, right? And it's by this author called Darren O'Lean. It's his new book. He's done one other book before, which is brilliant as well. But this book, so I've got into this book and I'm thinking, I wonder what it could
can
be.
I say, I dare not question you on any element because we're just going to end up going down another rabbit hole of lies and made up stuff. So, okay, Darren O'Lean.
Yeah. So he's got his new book out called
Fatal
Conveniences.
Fatal Convenience.
Right. Now,
okay.
so what is a fatal convenience?
Okay, I'm thinking of Fatal Attraction. Then I think of
I was thinking of
what's
that.
that film about where they're destined? Oh, Destiny, Final Destination.
Final Destination.
So Fatal
Convenience.
I don't like that
sounds
film.
a bit. Yeah, I quite know Final Destination's
That's a
all
good
right.
film.
No, it's
Okay,
good.
quite
But it's,
watchable.
sometimes it's a bit like, oh, God,
Yeah, I know
that's-
because
a
they
bit
get
too
taken
much.
up by a
Yeah,
bus
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But so fatal convenience. So is it like random ways in which you can die? Because it's like, I'm just saying, like, what are the chances of this happening?
But it leads to dying, basically.
That's the
So
convenience.
So basically, what's convenient? Let's say, for example, water. You can go to the tap, and it's convenient. So you open the tap and you drink it.
Got water,
right? So that's convenient for everybody. A lot of countries don't have that, but it's convenient for us.
Yeah.
But why is it fatal? Is because basically what we don't know is that this water is coming through so many pipes, this, that, and the other, maybe fertilizers in the chemicals, and so we're putting that and ingesting it into our body. So that's a fatal convenience. So now other things,
processed food,
mascara, deodorant, wax strips. Now hold on a minute. Look, but your mouth's already like
deodorant.
Well, yes. I'm going to come to all of this.
Deodorant is. I've read about
waxing strips. You know the lubrication strip on your razor. You know, like the new razor that
the blue line
smoothens it out before you shave it. Before you shave, that has chemicals in it, right? Vaseline, right? Many an auntie.
Vaseline's amazing. Vaseline's a miracle.
No, it's not, because that's a
petroleum.
Vaseline
straight up.
It's a byproduct of petrol.
It's straight up petroleum
it's
that you're smothering
on
your face for many a year. Desis have been doing it for many a year.
Yeah, that's why our skin's so good.
Right. So now this thing. Now there's a chemical that I learned. There's a chemical that I learned that's basically in all of these things, which is known as PFOS for short. PFOS.
Like
Google it. Read about it.
Paphos.
You could say like that, but it's PFOS.
Been there on holiday.
Right? Now, this basically is a substance which is known as a forever chemical. It doesn't break down.
Right.
Okay. Now, there's 9,000 of these types of PFOS. Okay. Now, they're all in our environment.
I do a poo second, but I go for a PFOS.
Serious messaging.
Whenever I sit down, I
want some more PFOS.
So basically, this is already in our bloodstream. Because as soon as we're born, we are already subject to
someone's PFOS on us.
Exactly. So we are covered in this PFOS. Now, what it is, this book is incredible because what this is saying is that there's all these unknown chemicals on our literally second by second we are exposing our body to, which then messes up your endocrine system. They're all carcinogenic chemicals. They can have effects on your skin, rashes, all of these, your organs and all of that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Right? And yet some people go, but I keep getting this rash, but I don't know why. Do you know what I mean? They try different things, but why am I getting this rash? So basically, what's worrying is that there's all these different types of PFOS, right? And these companies are putting this into all of these products.
Yeah.
Coke cans,
that we use on a regular basis.
Have you ever noticed how food never sticks to the wrapping from these fast food joints? If it's anything shiny like that,
it's got it on there. Yeah,
it's got that. Now the origin of this thing, why it doesn't stick is. Do you remember Teflon back in the day?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to make them with Teflon anymore. It's illegal because it's dangerous for your body. That whatever that's going into your body. So this paper and that they wrap the fast food in. So your food that you're digesting has been covered in this chemical. Now I know this all sounds a little bit far-fetched and it sounds all a bit, oh my God, what will we do? But just read this book and try to understand, because I tell you what, it will make you go, you know what? It's about, no one can live 100% perfect life away from this because we're exposed to it. And from the minute you wake up, so the shower, the water's coming with all the chemicals, right? Then the towel that you're using has been washed in chemicals, the detergent, everything is covered in it, right? Your toothpaste, your deodorant, your face cream, your mascara, all that makeup that women are putting on.
Why do those things need to be sticky free? Like, not get...
Well, because so then you can get your food out.
Yes,
because you can get your food out, isn't it? Because they don't know. So
mascara.
But the mascara ones, you get those mascara ones where it says that it doesn't come off.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, or you get carpet that has stain-proof, so it just slides off. Anything that's sliding off, it's got this PFOS thing in it, right? For a start. That's where you're going to look at it first, right? Clothing, a lot of the clothing is like that.
Trainers.
As well. Yeah, certain leggings for women. Women love leggings.
And all them
you start
sprays.
sweating in that. Yeah. You start sweating in that, and that chemical, your pores are open, that chemical's going inside your body. Now, I know this sounds all a bit, it's a bit shocking, and it sounds a little bit crazy, right?
It's very shocking.
But you just have to understand this. And so then what I did is, I read this, and before I say that, the one thing you have to notice is these big companies, the government rules are that they don't have to disclose what's in these products. They're not even testing it. So they're putting out all these chemicals. They're only testing, let's just say they're putting out there's 9,000 new chemicals being put into our ecosystem every year. They're testing about 1,000 of them. They're not even testing these chemicals when they combine with other things as well. Yeah. Right? And also, there is no law to tell them that they have to actually test these things. So what they do is they just whack in a thing and they go, oh, if there's a complaint about it, and if there's enough of a complaint about it, the government will take it, then we have to deal with it.
Who knows? This and this stuff has been going around for a while. PFOS stuff.
Many a year.
Because I'm thinking of all this stuff. Yeah.
Many a year.
Right.
Nappies that we put. Kids don't even get a chance. As soon as they come out of the womb, that we are putting all of this plastic stuff all covered in them. So the first change I made. Yeah. Have a look at your deodorant. I've ordered a deodorant which has got all of this free. You check for all of this stuff, and it's literally as natural as you get. Because the thing they say is, it's recyclable. So you think, it's recyclable. Yeah. And so it's greenwashing. It's known as greenwashing. So if it's green color, you buy it. You think, it's good. What's recyclable though? What that you're buying is recyclable. They always say it's natural, but they don't actually say what is natural. Yeah. They always say that, it's a secret recipe. Let's not try to reward the secret recipe. The secret recipe is them trying to get away with all of this stuff. Honestly, it is mind-blowing.
So what did you learn?
So I've got a new deodorant. For a start. It's about making a choice.
That's what he's learned.
PFOS. No, and also you shared.
And honestly, I was running and I was listening to this and I stopped running and I thought, I'm going to put this in my phone now and I'm going to read about it. When you read about it, it's scary.
What were those items you said very quickly?
Mascara.
This is just some of them.
Don't use that.
Yeah, deodorant.
Don't use that.
Wax strips. He just thinks.
Don't use that. Huh?
Wax strips. The razors with the strip on it. Who would know that little strip on it has got stuff in it that's bad? Because obviously you're cutting, you're micro cutting.
I actually don't use that to shave. I don't shave.
That's going first.
Straight to the Morty.
Yeah, that's going straight in.
Gory Morty.
So you're covering, you're cutting your skin open and you're putting that in.
Again, I don't use
and Vaseline.
Right. You don't use.
You don't shave.
You don't shave.
But what I'm talking about is just the towels that you're washing.
All of that kind of stuff. It's everywhere else.
Just start becoming aware. And I just think because this is
PFOS
to all of the testicular cancer, all of this kind of. I'm not scaring everyone.
Yeah, no,
you are
scared. But actually, what I've generally, as you're getting older, you sort of thinking about, and I think about how much convenience there is with just bad stuff.
Yeah.
Packed,
because
processed
we're born with it.
food,
so why should we have to worry about what's in these things? They should be making this safe. But not only that, like when I look at like quite urban areas, built up areas, even like desi areas, all I see is fried chicken shops, pizza shops, all that. Yeah. And I'm like, that's pure chemicals. That's fried chemical. And brother, I know if I have fried food now, because I'm just a wuss, like I feel uncomfortable. If I have too much meat, I feel uncomfortable, right? You can feel like it doesn't agree. If I have processed food, I feel uncomfortable. Talking about meat, just very quickly, the second added fact is, did you know that tennis players go vegetarian when they're actually playing a tournament?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
All tennis players go vegetarian.
Is that for long life for their brothers? Isn't like that? And they also don't wash their hair.
It's a religious period,
yeah, exactly. Good old tennis players.
There we go.
All right, learning, and having a laugh at the same time. That's what the Brown Note's all about.
And scaring.
Yeah, it's scary.
This week was a little bit scary.
Don't touch anything. Don't look at anyone.
This guy said don't use anything, and he said get out the pool and don't do anything in the swimming pool. Right, exactly. Can't do anything this week.
Live in a cave.
Live in a cave, but just have your phone with you so you can listen to the Brown Note.
You've got to listen to
and thank you for telling all your friends about it, because we got a lot of new followers and messages as well. And I put up a little post a few days ago. Yeah, so please keep spreading it. And particularly if you know someone who's like, I just feel a little bit down at the moment. Hopefully, and what this podcast is seeming to be doing is just making those, I feel a little bit down at the moment. People just going to go, actually,
and helping people walk.
Yeah, you made me laugh and get out and about and go for a walk. And it's 40, this podcast is only about 40 minutes to an hour and 10, something like that. So it's a good walking time, bit of a lunch break thing. Give it a go. Get active, have a little listen, and have a little chuckle along the way. Until next week.
Laters.
Laters.